Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Valkyries vlog, episode number 9, where I'll be talking about what I call the musical gap, and that is the gap between releasing the album and producing this second record, which we are doing as we speak. So after we released the first record, we did things like promoted on social media, and we played a couple of live shows just locally for friends and family and stuff, and we also entered that Glastonbury competition I mentioned in the last episode, and you can check that video out on the channel that we entered to that competition. But more than anything, I think I continue to write songs because I can't not write songs. It's it's my passion. It's what I like to do. So I thought, having had a clip light episode last time, we'll have a clip heavy episode this time. And so here are some clips off an album I wrote independently called A Step in the Right Direction, probably in about 2018. And it's it's not great, but I thought I'll play a couple of tracks off that. So here are two songs called Cloud9 and The End, which was the, unsurprisingly, the finishing song. So see what you think.
I'm a little dizzy, I'm a little tired, but it feels like I'm on Cloud9. Cloud9, what a feeling, Cloud9, believing, Cloud9, all my demons will melt into the heat. As we hit the twilight, the sun sets the sea. Everything is quiet, not what it seems. Am I asleep or am I waking? Is it all a dream? Is it my imagination? Or is it all real?
So since then, I think I've hopefully continued to grow as a musician. And one thing I've been doing a lot of is adding weirder and more wonderful instruments and a lot more piano to my songs, even though I can't really play piano, and I might reveal how badly I play piano and how I do it in a later episode. And so here are some other songs that I've written in that intervening period. We have a song called Without Fear, which is very heavy on piano and MIDI instruments. We have a song called Flux Arcana, which is this weird kind of a perfect circle-y style, dark, irreverent tune. And then finally we have Bluebird, which is not a patch on the Beatles' Bluebird, but it's kind of experimenting with using different parts of a guitar and all that sort of stuff. So I think in the last few years my music's become very experimental, using a lot of different sounds, and it's probably very different to that original album sound, which you will have heard in the last couple of clips. These new clips are kind of a new style, and I think a lot more indicative of what the new album is going to be. It's a very different record with a very different sound. Hopefully we're growing as a band and you guys will enjoy that, and enjoy that change in style. But see what you think, and after this break I've got a very special surprise for everyone.
One day the dawn will break. Another chance, another chance. I swear I will learn from my mistakes. It's so quiet, the pattering of rain, gently tapping, wind's blowing again. Winds are rising, people clear the streets. Outside the houses, it's quiet as a mouse. solitary on the street. This bitter pattern, a mournful soulful beat.
There were a couple of my tunes, but now I'm joined by a very special guest. We have the lead guitarist and all-round musical legend that is the rockin' and the rollin', the heavy hitting Oliver Connor. Welcome to the vlog, sir. Nice to finally have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And so for this next section, we're going to look at some Valkyrie songs that we've put together since the first album and before the second album. They're not going to be on the second album. We're not thinking about putting them on the second album, but we're going to play them anyway. So the songs we're going to play are a little tune called Forest for the Trees, followed by Up the Anti-Vigilante, and then finally a personal favourite of ours called Sexy Disco. And I thought, for a change, rather than me talk, we'd have this fine gentleman talk about those tunes. So, Ollie, Forest for the Trees.
So I suppose, I don't know where we came up with the idea really, but I think I was playing in drop D one day, having tried to learn Mountain at My Gates, which is a classic drop D song for me. And I just came up with a random riff that Jono, as you may already know, came up with lyrics instantly for. And it turned into a song kind of about fantasists, didn't it?
Yeah.
Coming up with...
About living in your own reality, wasn't it? And then
Yeah.
kind of being broken into the world by a kind of instantan moment, like an inspiration.
Very true.
Yeah.
And like we threw some Caribbean themes in there and fictional
Monsters. It's a very nerdy song. And then the second one we're going to play you guys a clip of is called Up the Anti-Vigilante, which is a really interesting tune. Oh, what do you make of that one?
This was Starsky and Hutch inspired.
Yeah.
So we wanted to open, well, I don't know whether we wanted to open with a siren, but we ended up going with the siren.
And helicopters.
And it seemed to work.
Yeah.
And then we had like a bass riff that we wanted to, well, that sounded quite good.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like...
And we kind of switched roles on this tune as well, because Ollie's playing the bass and actually I'm playing the guitar solo in this. So we really did sort of kind of switch roles almost entirely making this one, but it was just for fun, wasn't it?
You guys heard the solo at the end and you were like, I've got this.
Yeah.
I've got this.
And then finally, I think a tune very dear to your heart, Sexy Disco, which we'll just start by saying is almost entirely written by Mr. Oliver Connor.
Well, that's very kind of. This was like something we tried to do that was Electric Six inspired. I don't know whether we achieved that, but that's what we're trying to
Give it a go.
Just a bit of a stupid, easy song, really.
About seducing ladies in nightclubs, I believe.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
By removing your clothes, which I don't think actually works.
I think it was subtle, romantic song.
So yeah, without further ado, I guess we'll just dip into these clips. I hope you enjoy. Let us know what you think of the tune. Say hi to Ollie if you want to as well. And we'll see you on the other side.
Can't see the forest for the tree. You sit so quietly. What do you think of me? And I know my imagination runs away. And I know that I can get carried away. Oh, it's just a little make-believe. A bit of fun till it becomes reality. Oh, it's just a little make-believe. You're walking every street, looking for revenge. You thought the case was closed, but more questions can be posed. Embedded in my mind, I just can't let it go. Shoot the shit at the sky. Lock and load, let's get a high. Sexy disco. Getting naked on the dance floor. Take off our shirts to the dance floor. Take off our pants to the dance floor. Now we're getting escorted off the dance floor. Sexy disco.
So there were the three tunes that we promised: Forest for the Trees, Up the Anti-Vigilante, and Sexy Disco. And one of the reasons that I kind of picked those tunes to be on this vlog is that I think they show how our music is kind of changing and evolving from the first album. So Forest for the Trees, very much I think a traditional Valkyrie song. It's all just good old-fashioned guitar, but then up the Anti-Vigilante we're bringing in violins and sirens and helicopters and MIDI instrumentation, which we didn't really use on recordings before, which I think is quite new. I mean, I've used it in my own stuff, but as a Valkyries sort of writing, we haven't done that sort of stuff before, really.
Yeah, it's like almost exploring what you could do with random production in post.
That, and also I think we had a beer or two when we wrote that as well, haven't we? So
yeah, that always seems to help or hinder the process.
Yeah, and then the Sexy Disco, I think again we maybe had a beer or two and just thought we'd maybe be listening to The Darkness or Electric Six, and just thought, why don't we write something in that style? And I always think your strength in terms of a songwriter is writing those heavier things.
Oh yeah, I'm not very imaginative when it comes to like intricacy maybe sometimes. So just sort of play some chords and
see what happens.
Turn it up maybe.
But yeah, so there was a few tunes and
see what you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time on the Valkyries vlog.
Just remember to buy our
That's
merch.
the trick, because I have. Next time on the Valkyries vlog, I will start actually talking about the second album. This is the last episode before I actually start talking about the second record, which I'm really excited about. But until then, the wonderful, the amazing, the terribly handsome Oliver Connor is going to play us out.
So it's episode number 10 next time.
Next number 10, yeah.
So just on number 9 there.
Yeah, number 10.
So I was glad to be part of number 9, I'd say. And I don't know what's coming next in the future for the blogs and what's going to be explored next.
New album, baby. New album.
It's going to be exciting whatever happens. And tune into the 1,000 greatest albums of all time.
New vlog series we got coming out. Check it out. Also, obviously, our first album is available on all good streaming services, and the links can be found to the Action Eye down below in the description. And we have lyric videos up. And
do you have links to merch or anything?
No, we haven't got any merch on there, have we?
Maybe we should
Only we
get
have
some
merch.
merch.
Yeah, maybe we should get some merch.
So that everyone can buy that.
Yeah.
Buy the merch.
That's true, yeah.
High
demand. But until next time, thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you on vlog 10. So that's goodbye from me. And goodbye from Ollie. And we'll see you next time.
Rock and roll.